All right, we're at Rico, King of Rico today. This is down here outside of Clarkton. I think it's called Hallsboro. This track is one of the tracks that I grew up on coming here, and it's made a lot of changes. Track is pretty sticky, so they're working on it. King of Rico, anything goes with a door car. They've also got a 28x10 race. I'm gonna get in both. I'm gonna hop in the 28x10 and the King of Rico, try my luck in both of them. We'll see how quickly I can turn it around. Hopefully it'll work out. We'll see. I don't know. Tune-up's good. As long as I don't have a sticking wastegate, we might be in good shape. If the wastegate is sticky, then we might be in trouble. I guess we'll see. We'll see how it works out. It's one of those things you never can tell. We're gonna try it and see. All right, a lot of people shaking down. This is a bunch of bracket cars over here. We got about 30 minutes and then we'll be up. King of Rico, they didn't have enough racers to do the 28x10. So we're just in King of Rico. Anything goes as long as it's got a door car. Big tires, small tires, skinny tires, fat tires, whatever kind of tires you can get on it. So we're on the mediocre little small tires. We're gonna have to race some pro mods. Like, they call themselves pro mods, so I mean, I ain't calling them something that they're not. So there's a bunch of small tires in it too. So it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a good time. There's a lot of people down here. Everybody's testing. We probably should be testing. But instead, what are we doing, Randy?
Chicken.
We got us some chicken sandwiches. They got the best fried chicken of anybody you've ever seen in your life. And their lemonade, I need to find out their proportion of country time to water, because it's a lot. If I was a diabetic, I'd be going into diabetic coma, I'm sure. It is good and sweet. All right, so we're gonna go load the tune up. I've already done it. The car is ready. 30 minutes. That chicken is the bomb, son. The only problem, that's not really a problem. First time I ever got here, they give you the breast on the bread, and you have to make the sandwich yourself. I did not realize that I had to pluck my chicken off the bone. And so oh yeah, that is some good stuff.
Hot as hell though.
Is it hot? Did you put hot sauce on yours? Oh, you're talking about temperature. Just out of the fryer. Check it out. Yum! If you don't like chicken, it's a shame. Here we go, first round. We got that Nova up there. Big tire car. Woo, it's got some big tires on it. That's what we got first round. So we're working and we're ready. One of my tires was flat, so it's slack, not flat completely. Oh no, it's leaking air or what? Made it through first round. It was a pretty good race. Nova knocked tires off, so we made it through one round, pulled the data log. Everything looked good. I felt it kind of nose over in the car a little bit, and that was because it made 36 pounds of boost. It was supposed to make 30. I had it set on 30 pounds of dome pressure, and it was supposed to make 30. It got up to 36, so it creeped a little bit. But the nose over I felt was it dropping back. It dropped back down to 29 pounds of boost. So that's what it should have made. So I think I'm gonna just move the wastegates. Somebody mentioned on one of my other videos about, potentially has it always been a problem. And since I was, trying to run 40 pounds of boost before, I just didn't see it. And I said that was possible. So last night, I spent some time looking back over the data log, and some of my data logs back in February, March, April, I had the same issue. On the runs that I had low dome pressure, it would still boost creep. And that was back when my map sensor was messed up. But the reason I know it was boost creeping is because my back pressure was coming up. So my back pressure was climbing. So it for sure is being boost creeping for a while. And with the wastegates working properly, I think it's wastegate placement. These things, they're down there at the flange, and they're at a 90-degree angle right there. And so I just don't think that they got priority, even with them being a 60. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move them. I'm gonna move one, I'm gonna move it right here, coming off this bend here. It's gonna come off here somehow. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do it yet. And then the other one is gonna come off of this bend over here. I might have to redo my cold side pipe to get better placement. But so that's gonna be something that we're gonna be doing in the next week or two. Maybe able to get it down there. Actually, I can get one of them down there and get that one on that bend down there. Yeah, I'll be able to redo it. So it ain't gonna be that big a deal. So we're gonna do that. That seemed to work. Works. Already got the game plan on that. So we're going into round number 2. Basically, I didn't really do anything. It went a 125, 560 foot. So it took off pretty good. Run pretty good through the 8th mile too. Even with me lifting a little early, it did get a little bit squirrely, about half track, but that's when it hit that 36 pounds of boost. But track should be coming around. They're going to spray the whole track, so we'll see what happens. Okay, here's the data log from that run we just done. And you can see the red line is RPM. The purple line is my timing. And you can see I've had a lot of questions about from people about pulling out timing on to help it build boost. And that's what I do. And then you can see it makes it come up a little faster. And then once it gets to 7 pounds of boost, I put the timing back in it. So that's what that is. So it's on a 2-step at 4,000 RPM. Yellow line is boost. Red line is RPM. Green line is target. So you can see right here is where I left. It left on 10 pounds of dome pressure, 7 pounds of boost at 4,000 RPM. So that comes over, takes off. Converter flashes up. It's rolling pretty good. So right here, I'm commanding 30 pounds of dome pressure. It had 29 pounds of boost. So everything's looking hunky-dory. And then you can see boost just keeps climbing. So boost goes on up. And I can feel this in the car. And looking at the data log here, it looks like just before the boost got way up, this is where it started shaking the tires. You see these two hit that right there, then it shook. I never lifted though. I stayed wide open the whole time. It just shook just a little bit, rattled around. So the car recovered. Normally I shift 2.5, 3 seconds out. Oh, I know what happened. It come up here, rattled the tires, and I did shift it, but it only dropped back to 7,300. And then the RPM was climbing because the boost had come up. And you can see it had 31 pounds of dome pressure, was targeting 30, made 36 pounds of boost. And then I felt it nose over, and this is what I felt, and that's when it dropped boost. So boost dropped down, and I held it for about a half a second, and I could feel the boost was down. I mean, when it drops, shoot, it almost dropped 8 pounds. It dropped from 36 to 28, 27 and a half. So I could really feel that in the car. So when the boost dropped, and then I got out there and shut it off a little bit early. Still ran through a halfway decent ET, but that was the data log for that run. Okay, so we got lucky in round number 2. We're pushed over here to the side. Those 9 cars, we drew the bye. So we don't have to do nothing. We don't have to make a pass. We could if we wanted to. But these cars have limited passes, so I'm not going to do anything. So we'll be coming back up in a few minutes for round number 3. So we made it through round number 2 with a bye, thank goodness. Woo, we'll take all the buys we can get. All right, got this loaded in the box. We're done. If you notice, there was not another pass for us. After my bye, we come back to the pits, and we were here for just a few minutes. And one of the trucks, it was a local truck. It's bad, it's nice. It just got out of the machine shop, out of the body shop, out of the chassis shop. something happened. I don't know all the details, but it got in some fluid. It got loose and smacked the wall. It was going pretty fast. Actually hit right here where we were at, but I was in the trailer looking at the data logs. I didn't get a chance. I didn't see it, but it messed it up pretty bad. So hopefully he'll be back. But there's oil all over the track now. When he started flipping and going crazy, he lost a little bit of fluid as well. The track conditions, and it's getting late. They were scared that they weren't going to be able to get it all up in a reasonable amount of time. So what they did today is they went ahead and called it. And so we're not going to finish. We got down to 5 cars. We're not going to finish it tonight. So what we'll do is us 5 cars, it's basically 3 pro mods and 2 small tire cars, my car and then heavy. So us 5 will be back next Sunday to keep running for this King of Rico. Not anybody's fault per se. And so we'll come back next Sunday and we're going to try to run for that $3,500. All right, appreciate y'all joining in and watching. If you don't mind, please comment, like, and subscribe. We'll see y'all next time. Go fast and get some win likes. Thanks.